Great post-game video here as the Detroit Lions take the victory, beating the Chicago Bears 34-17 in a big game here. And while this game's going on, the Washington Commanders game is taking place while I'm recording this, so hopefully the Commanders can get that win. We shall see. They're ahead right now. But this is a really good game. Lions swept the Chicago Bears. They have swept the Green Bay Packers, and we're one game away from sweeping the Minnesota Vikings for a clean sweep in the NFC North. And it's huge. Huge deal for the Lions to get this win here. And what it means going forward is we got to watch what the Vikings do tonight and what's happening with Philadelphia in the game right now. So we need Philadelphia to lose. We need the Vikings to lose, and the Lions get the win. That would be great news for our team. Let's go ahead and talk about who did good and who did not so good. We're going to start with Jared Goff. He did really good, 23 for 32, 336 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, quarterback rating 137. He's continuing to be his MVP form as he is absolutely dominating right now as the quarterback position. He's just been on a tear, and it's beautiful to see him do that and getting redemption for a lot. I know a lot of people thought that the sky was falling when the Lions lost versus the Bills. And I said, look, it's just one game. I know there's a lot of injuries, but the Lions, I felt like all they got to do is they win this game today. They win it in a commanding fashion and get to the playoffs. If we get that number 1 seed, help is coming, folks. Help is coming because we do got Jared Goff, who in my opinion is MVP Jared Goff. And in the comments right now, who is the MVP of the game? I think it can go between Jahmyr Gibbs and Jared Goff. They both have a phenomenal game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right now. And again, we look at Jahmyr Gibbs and what he did, 23 carries for 109 yards, 4.7 average, but he's also had 4 for 45 in receptions. So Jahmyr Gibbs was all over the field for Detroit, getting it done. David Montgomery got injured last week, as we know, and he comes in and fills in quite nicely. Now, was he exactly what we needed from a David Montgomery standpoint? On the goal line, we still got the goal line there, but he did great. Jahmyr Gibbs did great. That's why I wasn't too worried. How about Jermar Jefferson coming in there? Jermar Jefferson, I thought, did good in his limited carries. Same with Craig Reynolds. He was 4 for 18. Jermar Jefferson, 3 for 12. So there is definitely some opportunity for the carries behind Jahmyr Gibbs, and I feel like they're doing a good job. So the Lions, they ran today 32 times for 145 yards, 4.5 average, and they continue to be a strong running team. Jermar Jefferson, Jameson Williams even got in there. But obviously Jahmyr Gibbs was the main focus. Let's do a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time, the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets to sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. Their lowest price is guaranteed. That's the Game Time guarantee. And going to a game is much better than being on the couch. Lions are traveling to San Francisco next week in a big NFC game. And if you want to get some tickets, check out Game Time. And our friends from Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks. And what it does, it filters out all the fluff to give you the best deals on seats, so you're not wasting hours looking for tickets on different ticketing sites. How do you get this deal? Well, when you go to the Game Time app, you select a venue, it'll be in a 3D view. You hit the Game Time Picks button on top of the screen and automatically does the research for you. And it filters out the tickets in the database, give you the best deals and the best seats, so you don't spend hours on a bunch of different ticketing sites trying to find the best tickets. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. In the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is and move phone left to right. You can see the surrounding area kind of like a 3D live photo. Also, all pricing is right there for you. No hidden fees at checkout. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time today. Want a quick deal? Plug in Chat Sports and you're going to get $20 off your very first purchase. Again, you go to the redeem code section, you plug in Chat Sports, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms that apply. Got a create account. You got an email to save that money. The link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets here, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets and lowest prices guaranteed. All right, back into it, and let's go ahead again and look at the receivings here. Jameson Williams had a big game, 5 for 143 yards, 28.6 average, 1 touchdown, the long of 82. That pass from Jared Goff to Jameson Williams, one of the best passes I've seen in a very long time. He hit him on stride perfectly, It was a bomb. It was an amazing play. And the fake play that they did, it was the fake Jared Goff stumble with the fake Jahmyr Gibbs play to Sam Laporta for the touchdown. Two amazing, drawn-out trick plays from Ben Johnson and executing by these players. This team executes. It really does. This is a great football team, and I know that the injuries right now is hurting us, and a lot of people a little bit. We can't make the Super Bowl, but this offense can. This offense can push it. It's the best offense in football, putting up mad amount of points. They can get it done, and we got players that are going to do it. Jameson Williams had a catch. St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Sione Vaki, Jamar Jefferson, Craig Reynolds. They all had touches in today. All of them. Distributing the football offensively is what this team does. They know what they're doing. Very good job for the Lions right here. So again, I'm going to ask you, who is your MVP of this game? Who do you got? Jared Goff or Jahmyr Gibbs? Do you think it's somebody else? Maybe you think it's somebody else. That's just who I have for my MVP. So let's go ahead and talk defensively. Brian Branch was amazing. 12 total tackles, 10 solo, 1 tackles for loss, and a pass defense, and a quarterback hit. He was on fire. Brian Branch is outstanding. He is the best player defensively. I got to give Amik Robertson love here. He played on the outside. He had 8 total tackles, 5 solo. Yeah, he gave up a little bit. Keenan Allen was on fire, but I thought, generally speaking, they did a really good job and getting the football in there to do the best that we could do defensively against our team that's been banged up. Taron Alder, he made a really good play at the end of the game. He had their 6 for 5 total tackles. He knocked the ball down for that touchdown. That could have been a touchdown at the end of the game. Wouldn't really matter. Jack Campbell's all over the field as well. Jack Campbell has just been really, really good too as a linebacker. With all the injuries, we're waiting for Alex Anzalone. We're waiting for all these people to come back. And there was an interception just thrown by the Washington Commanders. And that sucks because it looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game. While I was recording, this popped up. Terrible play, and that stinks as we try to continue to battle. I was really hoping maybe they can make a stop too. There's still time on the clock, but it's not looking good right now for the Commanders. Well, I'm really recording this. Really, Al-Quadin Muhammad got the sack in there. I felt like the defensive line wasn't getting enough pressure. I really did. I mean, there was pressure, but Caleb Williams couldn't get out of there. He kept running around. It's not as much as you wanted. I thought it'd be a little bit better, but we'll see where that goes. Going forward, this defense will get better. Again, we're waiting for Alex Anzalone to come back. We got some players that can help this defense out to get out there and get it done. Carlton Davis hopefully come back for the NFC Championship game because we are going to need him big time. Big time. We are going to do it. So all in all, what does this mean? Well, it means that the Lions are still contenders, obviously, for the number 1 seed. We're still contenders to win the NFC North, but we need a little bit. Right now, we're still the number 1 seed no matter what, but we would like to get some help, right? We'd like to get some opportunity to get better there. But when I look at this, and I look at the Lions team right now compared to what was last year, I still think it's the better team this year, even defensively, than it was last year, and we got to the NFC Championship game, even with the injuries, even with all the injuries. And we'll see if Knuckles can come back. But I still believe in this football team. I still think they're a really good team. I do. We got to get to the playoffs, right? We got to get there. And we are good to go. Still watching this game right now. It's for the Eagles game and the Commanders game. To see that interception really hurt. Ay. So we'll see going forward, folks. We'll see going forward. What are your thoughts about this game? Do you feel better after this game? Do you feel a little bit worse because it's just the Bears? What do you guys got for this game? Let me know your thoughts, folks, about this one. Tomorrow we'll be making a video. We're going to be talking, obviously, about what occurs for the game tonight with the Vikings, because that's what we're all watching right now. We're going to be watching the Vikings game. I'm still watching the Commanders here. If they could just make one more stop, hold them to an FG, maybe they can come back here. It's a 3rd and 5. But we're going to be watching the game tonight. Very important that the Seattle Seahawks get this victory. Folks, we need Seattle bad to get the victory. And thankfully, it's at Seattle. Hard to play in Seattle. We need this team and DK Metcalf to explode. We need them to get the job done. for tonight. So we'll watch that going forward. And how. Well, appreciate everybody hanging out. I got to jump off here, pick my daughter up. Make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, all that. Adios.